killed that elk. This elk was alive, followed the blood trail, and was mourning the elk. And I shot him too and took the meat. But I found a freaking woolly mammoth. And here it is. This is definitely a woolly mammoth. And if you guys don't know what a woolly mammoth is, some of the younger kids probably don't know. Woolly mammoth are elephants that were like once, I mean, they were around worldwide in like Asia and also hunted, I think like 10,000 years ago. The founding father of paleontology, his name is George Cuvier. He declared them extinct at around like almost 1800, like 1796 or something like that. And so yeah, these are basically giant elephants with these big horns. They were hunted by early man. They were used, they used ivory. They would use it as artwork. They would use they would eat the meat, the fur, use them as for clothing and dents and things like that. And so yeah, I never knew this. I mean, I've been playing this game for a little while, and I just found this woolly mammoth here, so I thought this was pretty cool to share. And there's talks about bringing this animal back in real life through DNA. The closest relative of this elephant, of the woolly mammoth, is the Asian elephant. And but yeah, there's talks about bringing this thing back. This is one of the most studied extinct animals ever, because they found like frozen carcasses. Like this would be a bad one. This is just like for bones, but in real life they found like completely frozen woolly mammoths, and they were able to extract DNA and study them and all that. And so I thought that was pretty cool, that there's a possibility to bring these guys back through, I guess, artificial insemination or stem cell research. But yeah, we're really getting to that point where healthcare and science is really going far, almost playing God in a bad or good way. So so yeah, that's the woolly mammoth, man, and I think it's pretty cool. And another cool fact is the woolly mammoth, even though it was extinct a couple thousand, like thousands and thousands of years ago, there was an isolated two islands. There was two islands. One's called the Wrangler Island, and the other one's called, what's the other island called? One's the Wrangler. There are two islands in the Pacific, man. I'm trying to freaking think. Give me a second and think. See, early man hunted them. It's also the breeding ground for the damn for the polar bears. Okay, so Wrangel Island is the one I was talking about. So Wrangel Island, that's the one that was the breeding ground for polar bears and seals and things like that. And there was an isolated population of woolly mammoths that used to live on that island. And then some other island called the it's Wrangel and St. Paul. It's another island on the Arctic Ocean. St. Paul had woolly mammoths at one point. And so yeah, I thought that was cool. So that's pretty much it. Just want to share with you guys this woolly mammoth here and its powerful history and the detail that this game freaking puts in here. Like, there's a lot of animals with accuracy that they put in here, down to the horses, the anatomy and physiology of the horses, the sounds. Even if you go to like the West Coast, let me show you the map real quick. This is roughly the United States, like a very rough, but I know this is like Texas, California area, or maybe more like New Mexico, since it's New Austin and this is Mexico here. So this would probably be like New Mexico, maybe a little bit of California here. But my point is, there's condors here in the desert, in this desert region. And all these animals, they were actually, they're real animals. Condors were these giant eagles that were, around in the United States before they were hunted to extinction. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you ever see the condor, it's a really large bird, and it did once exist. And there's some other ones. The bison in the Great Plains. There's bison. Now, when I was in the Navy, there's this one base. It's called 29. No, not 29 Palms. Camp Pendleton. Camp Pendleton, believe it or not, has one herd of bison going around the base. I thought it was a myth, but it's true. It's true. There's actually a buffalo or bison herd going around, so I thought that was pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, there's a couple animals on here that are extinct. Even, you know, gators were once endangered, then they came back. Gators are common now. I mean, obviously in Florida. Now, Saint Denis is more like New Orleans. So, but even in New Orleans, I think there's alligators in New Orleans too. But yeah, so pretty much it. Other than that, just chilling, hunting. Gotta freaking wear some clothes though. Oh, I got clothing here. Here we go. Custom outfit. I gotta change because I'm like losing health. Nope. Grizzlies Outlaw? Yeah, this should keep me warm, I think. It's down a distance over there. I also have another cool video, if you guys know what aquascaping is. I do aquascaping, and I'm trying to, it's really hard. I've been working on that. I'm trying to do this aquascaping tank setup for my tegu, that big lizard I have. And I mean, there's a bunch of challenges because the lizard's so big and can mess things up 2 miles away or something. But I had a hike like through pretty rough terrain to get there. I filmed some of it. It was right before sundown. I had to rush because the sun was going down, but I got some really cool rocks for the tank. Because man, the stores charge so much money. It's stupid. They charge you like 20 bucks for rocks. They're actually like mountain style rocks, like cliff rocks or whatever. But I had to go near the river to get them. And so I'm gonna be putting that on YouTube too, showing people that want to aquascape for cheap. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars on materials for aquascaping. You can literally use rocks and plants around you in your native area and do it for cheap. And if you don't know what aquascaping is, look it up. Aquascaping is it's like setting up tanks, and you can make them look real cool, like mountains and little mini trees and real plants. And so usually people aquascape as like an art form, kind of like bonsai, because I kind of do a little bonsai too. And but what I'm trying to do is combine aquascape. I want an aquascape setup for my lizard. That's basically what I'm trying to do. But it's not easy. I kind of did one, but it's hard to explain. I'll just do it in the video. But it ain't easy. So what are you guys up to? Anybody online? Look at the commentary. Little Reaper. IP man. Okay, yeah, good, bro. I'm glad you're returning. So GTA 6 coming out 2020 on PS5? That's really good news. Where'd you hear about that? I figured that makes sense because we're almost at the point of PlayStation 5. So you would think that they're gonna come out with GTA 6 then. Shoot, they don't see me, but I see them. I think those are wolves. Let me get down real quick. Yep. Pristine. What's the condition of that one? Good. Hold on, am I downwind or upwind? Okay, wind is... Okay. They're not gonna smell me. I need to get him first. If I get a headshot on him, he's got a pristine freaking coat. I really hope I can get one shot kill on him. Got it. Missed. Damn it, he's pissed now. There, got him. Alright. I'm holding off because these guys will kill you real quick. And he called, which means more wolves are coming. It's really worth a lot. Plus you get big game meat too. and like Wolfheart. Get a lot of good parts. But yeah, I can't wait for GTA 6, man. That's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, basically, if you guys want an insight on what GTA 6 looks like, look at the graphics right now. This Red Dead Redemption 2 was made for PS4. A lot of people forget that Grand Theft Auto 5, on top of it being 6 or 7 years old now, was actually made for PlayStation 3. The graphics on PlayStation 4 are still PlayStation 3 with Grand Theft Auto 5. They've made minor improvements to the grass and foliage and things like that. But at the end of the day, you gotta remember, Grand Theft Auto 5 was made for PS3. So when you guys look at what GTA 6 is gonna look like, look at the graphics in this game. Look at the snow. I mean, look at this. Everything is so realistic. It's crazy. It's insane. It looks real almost. I mean, they did a lot of good details. I mean, it's I can't even begin to explain all the details they gave in this game. And this game sounds like it's so basic, but it's not. Like, it's just amazing the amount of detail in this game. I'm gonna check the comments real quick. I don't want to get eaten by wolves. Let me check them real quick. GTA 6 2020. GTA 6 will come out on PS5. Will take place in Vice City. It's gonna drop in December. Yeah, and that's what I predicted it as well. Because if you guys, in the order of Grand Theft Auto 1 was Liberty City, San Andreas, and Vice City all in one. Grand Theft Auto 1 was Top View. GTA 2 was in London. Those are all the areas Grand Theft Auto has ever been in. Grand Theft Auto 3 started the order again. Grand Theft Auto 3 was the first 3D Grand Theft Auto. It was Liberty City. Grand Theft Auto... Oh, after Grand Theft Auto 3 was Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which was in Miami. After Vice City, and this was a new engine, by the way. Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, those are the same engines, game engines. And then after Vice City came San Andreas, which is by far the most, not the most detailed Grand Theft Auto, but they put the most content in it. The map was the biggest, and you can do so much in the game. You can play basketball, you can drive a train, you can eat food, you can work out, customize your cars, put hydraulics. It was not as high graphic as Grand Theft Auto 5, but you can do so much more. So that was the last one of that engine, the game engine. Then they had a newer game engine, and that's where they put Grand Theft Auto 4, again, Liberty City, higher graphic. And after Grand Theft Auto 4, they skipped Vice City. They didn't go in order again, and they came out with San Andreas, which is our current Grand Theft Auto 5. Those are the main Grand Theft Autos in that order. So they kind of switched the order out. So if you look at the history of Grand Theft Auto in all the locations, like IP Man just said in the live comment, Grand Theft Auto 6, if it comes out for some reason on PS4, it'll be the third one in that game engine. But like IP Man said, and like I don't think it's gonna be on PS4. Like he said, PS5. So never mind that third game engine thing. It's going to be on a new game engine. It's going to be even higher graphic than this. If it's on PS5, look at how high graphic this is. Look at the snow. Look at the horse. Pretty amazing, flawless gameplay. Streaming at low quality so that, I can stream better because, of bandwidth and Wi-Fi signal and stuff. But if you were to actually play this game on your PS4, I'll hop on GTA if I'm just trying to, like, hunt and get my damn bounty thing up. Hold on. There's something going on here. I think there's a treasure. Nothing else in here. If you guys have Red Dead, feel free to hop with me because I have the metal detector. If you guys have Red Dead and you need some money, I have the metal detector, and the metal detector, you can like tag along with me, and most of the time you can pick up the treasures I get if they're in a box. I know like Goat, he'll hop in with me and he'll try to get the treasures too, and it's free money because when you go back to that chick Nazaire, she will pay you like really good money. I'm just raiding this house. I'm in the very top of the map. This is like... I've been here before though. There's a family heirloom in here. I already grabbed it though, so I'm sure like there's not gonna be another one. It was like on a nightstand. Yeah, oat cakes. And nothing in there. And when you see my vision go like this is called eagle eye. It highlights stuff that's important. Jeez, my health is still down, man. Eat some salmon. There we go. I hear wolves, so I gotta be careful. Anything here? Nope. There's nothing here either. Looks like someone hung themselves here. I wonder if in story mode there's a body here. I forgot. That's definitely a noose, and that's a chair. There's one more house I'll check out. This one here. And there's nothing here. Calm down, horsey. Perfect ram hide. Wow. It's really good. Shoot, I'm still cold. Damn it. I guess I'm screwed. My outfit's not... Either outfit's not good enough. I need to make a winter outfit when I'm out in these temperatures. Yeah, it's 6 degrees. But yeah, I'm just getting these things here. I'm just trying to like get my money back up and get my camp supplies back up. That's what these pelts are for. I spent some money, so I'm trying to like rack it back up. You know, up to like, you know, 1,400. Little over 1,000, I'll be happy. 2,000 is awesome. 2,000 is a lot of money in this game. Good deer pelt. Now what I've noticed is the more pelts you put in your horse, the more likely it is you're gonna lag out. So I gotta be careful putting all these damn pelts on. There's some sort of pelt bug. And of course, Rockstar's not going to patch it, because if we lag out and lose these pelts, that's less money we make. So I gotta keep an eye on, like, not put too many pelts on there. Oh shoot, elk. Need those horns. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit you in the head, man. This big game is no joke. I think my rifle's getting dirty. Yeah. Not too far from the Adler Ranch. Let me go up there. And I keep my metal detector out, but I haven't gotten any hits at all being up in this region. Usually, like, you know, get a hit pretty soon, but not up here. I guess there's not much treasure and stuff up here.
You looking to make some money? Good, because I didn't want to have to shoot you. But my neighbor's real worried. Her husband's been gone 3 days. Took his wagon, headed out towards town. She's worried that the worst has happened. The guy's name is Jeremiah Tollhouse. He's a decent fella. Oh, to high hell he hasn't been killed, but there are some real bad fellas out there. Now, why don't you, try to track him down and see what's going on? You be careful out there.
Come on, horsey, you can make that. Damn it. Alright, we'll go around the mountain then. Calm down. where are we going? Okay, I'm almost there. I'm about to say. Been going for a long time. Well, hello here. Alright, looks like I got my cells. Screw this.